Paleos, and so I'm gonna be making the thing. The thing. You can see the thing on the screen, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. So I made some bad custom weapons. I don't have one for every class. I'm missing one for sniper, but that's it. I think. I don't remember. So obligatory disclaimer thingy. These are not balanced at all and would probably be an absolute joy to play against if you didn't catch my sarcasm there. Um, so I'm going to be going through class by class with some of the weapons I have. Some may have more than others, and a couple of them are just meme weapons that aren't actually going, um, like, that aren't actually like anything. So, also, this is keeping in mind that all of these are added at the same exact time. So yeah, awesome. Let's get started. So, starting off with Scout, I have the outfielder's opener, which is a level 46 glove, pressing mouse 1. Oh, this is a secondary, by the way. Pressing mouse 1 will grab a projectile, and pressing mouse 2 will launch it back, kind of like a storable Pyro's Air Blast. And then plus 5% movement speed while active, potentially making Scout kind of broken. But, he's gonna be getting up close to explosives and stuff, so we might want to get out of there quick if he misses. Um, uh, Less max health on wearer, which would have the unfortunate side effect of using the Sandman would give you 105 health, which would suck. And then switching weapons with a projectile in your glove will cause you to drop it. So kind of a gimmick. I don't think it would be super good. Like I said, the Sandman thing would kind of make this hard to. If that's your favorite weapon, you might not want to equip this. But I think it could be really good with something like Soda Popper and Atomizer. Like getting extra jumps is always nice, and then jumping into a big fight, grabbing a rocket, and then throwing it back at the soldier, or like even just holding it and chasing someone with it just to throw it back at them and deal 90 damage. Also, I assume this would do the same thing. You would also be able to like grab stickies, which could be completely game breaking. Like a scout, even if he's only able to place one, a scout being able to place down stickies would be terrifying to play against. And then we have a and then we have the Delinquent's Defacer, which is a level 49 double barrel shotgun. So a primary scatter gun for scout, soldier, and engineer. So press Alt Fire to spray paint into your enemies' faces, basically like putting big pop-ups on their screen that go away after a little bit. Pretty simple. And then plus 25% damage, self-explanatory. Um, I just realized that these both um give you less health, except well the outfielder's opener over here gives you um uh less max health on wear. This one is while active, kind of functioning similar to the Gru, where or um not the Gru. Yes, the Gru. I'm an idiot. Or the eviction eviction notice. But so it drains over a couple seconds and then stays like that, kind of how it sticks at 100 once you have them out for too long. And that's pretty much it for Scout. So next up we have Soldier, who I didn't make any weapons for, unfortunately. I'm sorry. It's just the Delinquents Defacer again. I apologize. I'll make an apology video soon. Me playing the ukulele in front of the camera. Alright, so for Pyro, we have the Burner's Blowtorch, which is a level 10 blowtorch. Holding mouse 1 will set your enemies on fire with a negative 10% holster time. So I don't know how this will work because this could be absolute dog water, like um something like the what's it called? Sharpened Volcano Fragment. It's so bad I couldn't even remember the name of it. Um, but I don't know. It would be something, I guess. Um, I probably should have specified that you have to hold. I mean, it does say hold mouse 1, but I don't know. Just maybe need some touch ups. I made this in like 10 minutes. And then next up for Demo Man, we have the Dark Splatter, a play on the words dark matter. Um, so it's a level 45 portable black hole. It replaces your secondary. So big ask. Um, so big ask right there, removing your sticky bomb launcher or shield, depending on what you're using. Um, throw a jar of dark matter to suck in your enemies and blow them to pieces. So basically, it would be on the same cooldown as Girardi. So every like 20 seconds or so, you can throw this and it makes a big ball that at a certain distance starts sucking people in, and after a while it explodes, which also it has a cap of 3 people, which could have a crazy spy checking implication, because whether or not disguise or invis spies get sucked in, this could be really useful. Like if you know there's a spy and then you throw it somewhere and that spy happens to walk by while you do that, that spy's just they can't they're not going to survive. Um this could also be really useful for like getting to the back lines with something like cannon jumping or iron bomber jumping. Um, and then wreaking havoc on all of the free to play snipers on 2 Fort. So honestly, I think this is would be a pretty good side grade. Oh, I forgot to mention, um, it does less so like your grenade launchers do less damage. Um, yeah. And then for heavy, who actually has the most weapons, we have the Periovat's Parry, which just translates to Parry's Parry. A level 70 Ultra Kill Parry or something. Alt Fire, parry this is a melee weapon, by the way. Parry any melee attack, um, to deal it back to your foe. So if they're in melee range, you can alt fire to stop from. So if say a scout or a demo man or something gets a melee crit on you, you can do that to deal the 100 and something damage back to them. And so also, it does include backstabs, so you kind of have to be locked in if you want to use it for backstabs, because they have to, be behind you. And then I guess you insta-kill a spy, like the Razorback or something, except instead of just disabling their knife, you instantly kill them. And then 30-second cooldown plus 15% move speed on wear, similar to the Gru. This would also have the um would also have the like buffalo steak. So when you eat the buffalo steak sandwich for the people who don't know this mechanic, when you eat it, it gives you a slight speed boost, and it caps the amount of speed you can run with it using the GRU. So it would do this. If you're using the GRU or buffalo steak, it would cap at a certain point. And then negative 20% max health on wearer, um, simple enough, and negative 25% healing from all sources, like the back scratcher. And then the heavy hitter, another melee, with the coolness guaranteed stat, similar to like the um fruit shoot and huntsman set that gives you 12% reduced chance of hunger or something like that. So plus 30% extra health, so max health. I made this a while ago, so I don't know. Plus 25% damage, can remove sappers in 2 hits, by the way. I'm not making this another home wrecker, so all the spy mains won't like gang up on me and I won't get attacked by French people. Um and then plus 5% melee range like on the swords and disciplinary action. And then negative 50% swing speed, which is pretty hefty. All things considered, I mean, like, you swing that's gonna, I mean, it's gonna hurt. And now it's, you know, like, you know. Um, and then you have the negative 70% healing on wearer, which, pretty self-explanatory. Again, like the back scratcher. I just worded it differently again. And then when this weapon is active, you have slower movement speed. So yeah, and then my personal favorite of everything I've made in this slideshow, the quick killer. Um, you see the wordplay. It's like quick, but instead of QU, it's KW. See what I did there? So it's like quick killer, and then allows you to jump while spun up. Um, so like jump revving, except you can keep jumping, and then plus 10% spin up time, plus 15% firing speed, but negative 35% movement speed while spun up, and negative. Wait, that says plus. Well, it's supposed to say negative 35% move speed while spun up. Wait, that's not what I meant to put at all. It's supposed to be ziggity. My bad, twin. I didn't even realize I did this. What it's supposed to say is negative 35% damage while spun up, and then negative 15% damage while unrevved. I guess I'm just dumb, and that went totally under the radar until I started making this, I guess. My bad. Sorry. I'll fix it sometime. And then we move on to Engineer, who has the Delinquents Defacer, like I've already mentioned. And then the Junior Pyrotechnics kit, level 15 Bird Scarer, builds a sentry that ignites your enemies and a dispenser that extinguishes teammates. Also, I forgot to add that the dispenser heals less and and mostly just extinguishes teammates. And the sentry on level 2, because the sentry only has 2 levels like it says in the next line of text. Um on level 2, it gains like an air cannon that it basically acts as an air blast that it'll shoot every once in a while, similar to rockets. And then it has a shorter range that and the sentry kind of shoots like Dragon's Fury fireballs that go a little bit farther, but the range is significantly decreased. and then plus 10% movement speed while the dispenser is up, which is a pretty neat stat that I came up with. You know, it's something, I guess. And then moving on to medic, we have Gas Maske, which is a level 45 gas mask, which replaces your melee. You see, I would have made it replace your secondary or primary or something, but both of those slots matter a lot on medic. Like, your secondary is literally your medi gun, and then your primary is your Crusader's crossbow. So I just made this replace your melee, which this could be really useful in like full snipers running Girardi or a bunch of scouts spamming Mad Milk. Also, yeah, I don't know. It would also stop the um delinquents defacer uh paint spray thing. It would also block this. So, um, plus 15% max health, or plus 15 max health, makes you immune to all debuffs, um, e.g., Gas Passer, Girardi, etc. Um, so that's it for the Das Maske and Medic. And then Sniper has nothing, so we're moving on to Spy, who has the Le Ruelle de Des. I think that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea. And the bigger earner, which is a meme weapon. So the gambling gun is kind of hard to read, so I'll just increase the size here because there's a lot of text. And then, so it's a level 777 revolver. So I probably should have put it in order from 1 to 6, but I don't know. So, so passive stat, charisma check. Roll a six-sided die to determine how you fire next. Roll a 6, roll again. Roll a 3, fire a 65 damage shot, so just the base revolver. Roll a 1, fire a mini crit. Roll a 5, get a speed boost for 3 seconds. Roll a 2, fire a blank. Roll a 4, fire a 30 damage shot. Negative 25% clip size, and no random crits. So this could either be super busted if you keep rolling mini crits or something like that, but I don't think it would have a very good meta with the big earner, by the way. This could be super busted because if you roll right after getting a stab, then you effectively have a 6-second speed boost. Or no, isn't the big earner um speed boost like 2 seconds? Well, you effectively have like a 5-second speed boost or something like that. But you could totally get screwed over by like firing 3 blanks in a row, and this would probably just be better for less uh spy has a gun type play styles. Um so I don't know, you could probably use it with like if you really, I think you would have a pretty good meta with like kunai and dead ringer combos, because even though the l'étranger would be probably better to use, this could be really good if you're low health. Your dead ringer, you can't use your dead ringer, um and so you pull this out and get a lucky mini crit shot or even just the speed boost, and then you get out of there or kill them. That could be pretty useful. And then the bigger earner, which is a level 200 ultra knife, um, gives you 100% cloak on kill. You get a 20-second speed boost on kill and negative 50 max health. So this would put Spy at an astounding like 75 health, right? and now you have the same amount of health as effectively a dead ringer or not a dead ringer spy, a kunai spy. Um, but you get all of your cloak back on kill, and you get a 20-second freaking speed boost. I don't know. I think I'm. This obviously wouldn't be added. This is just a meme weapon. Anyway, thank you for listening to my obligatory thingy. It was a lot of fun to make. I kind of put it on hiatus for a while because I just didn't think I would actually make this. But I'm glad I did because I think it was fun, and I hope you think it was fun. And if you have any weapon ideas, um, send me some stuff. Yeah, awesome sauce. So, toodles.